Today I'm not going to cover the yamas, but we're starting to go into the sixth chakra. Make sure that you're reading your book and you're going back to reread all the chakras because your final will be on the chakras, okay? And so based on the chakras, yes. On the last week of finals, I'll post it up on Blackboard, okay? We are not meeting the last week of finals. I'm not meeting with any of my classes, but I am going to post up the final for you guys to do online, okay? Then once I do it, I'll probably do it like the last week onto the middle of finals week, right? Because I'm planning on going on a trip, so I want to make sure everything's done, right? All right. So what we're talking about is how to integrate the sixth chakra and what we're doing in our mat and in our asana. But the sixth chakra is about how we perceive things and also about the intuitions we get and about also how we view everything and see the future and, and that's where clairvoyance comes from and lots of other things, right? So where is your sixth chakra located? It's called your third eye. So right above here, right here between the eyebrows. Okay, I want you to take two fingers, your ring finger and your middle finger of your dominant hand. Do that now. And I want you to tap, and I want you to sit up nice and straight because we're going to be doing an exercise, okay? And this is going to be a tool that I'm going to give you that we practice in yoga, but that's a tool for you for the rest of your life, okay? So I want you just to tap on there lightly. Sometimes when we're a little bit blocked, tapping on that chakra helps to open it. It focuses the attention on there, okay? So what I want you to do is, in order for us to move forward and to begin to vibrate at a higher level, we need to focus on all the good. All the good. We need to focus on the good. We need to focus on the positive. Instead of focusing on what we don't do, what we haven't done, what hasn't gotten accomplished, what you forgot to do, we tend to focus on that, but what you want to do is you want to be able to focus on and tap into the energy of something positive, right? So here's the little exercise I want you to do. I want you to close your eyes. Humor me. Close your eyes. You're going to take a deep breath. And now I want you to think back to a time when you were very happy and you were all excited about something that you did that made you really happy. And think about all the details of that time. Something that really, like for instance, perhaps when you won a prize of some sort, or you won a race, or whatever it is, or when you got some money, some unexpected money, I want you to tap into that. I want you to really close your eyes. I have you close your eyes and really find that space, right? When you felt you were on top of the world, that you were invincible, that everything was so cool, right? And when you do that, as you're doing that, I want you to take your two fingers, when you've gotten that feeling of good, based on that situation, that whatever that was, that circumstance, I want you to tap on the third eye. Keep your eyes closed and keep thinking of that and tap on the third eye. Continue tapping as you continue to relive that situation, that circumstance, that event. And now I want you to say out loud with your eyes closed, I want you to say out loud, I'm choosing to have more of these experiences.
I'm choosing to have more of these experiences.
I like these in my life.
I like these in my life.
I'm choosing to have all the positive and more of it come to me every day.
I'm choosing to have all the positive and have more of it come to me every day.
I am choosing to tap it in and seal it into my cells.
I'm choosing to tap it in and fill it in myself.
I deserve to have more of this every day.
I deserve to have more of this every day.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale, open your eyes. Okay? So here's your homework. That's the way you're going to tap it in. You're going to write 5 things every night in your journal. Now, in your journal, you're going to write 5 things every day that happen that are good. That are good. And I think we've already started this, but we want to write 5 things that are good. Okay? Let me give you an example. It doesn't have to be anything really great. This morning, I walked into my class over on the main campus, and I had a big smile on my face because I had just done some releasing and some tapping on myself. And as I walked in, a young lady says to me, "Gee, Professor, your smile is so big today. You're so bright. You like bright up the room," she said to me. And I just smiled even bigger. And that for me was a good, warm, fuzzy feeling, right? That was a really good feeling. I was like, oh, I like that, right? It made me feel good. So immediately I began to tap it in. I started to think about that. So now this is how you're going to tap it in. I wrote it down, so I'm going to write down. This morning, one of my students told me I lit up the room with my smile and made me feel good. That's how you're going to write it down. Does that make sense? That's how you're going to write it down. Now, before you go to bed at night, you're going to take a look and you're going to write all those things. You're going to take a look at the first one and you're going to tap it in. This morning, and you're going to talk to yourself, okay? You're going to talk to yourself. So you tell your significant other or somebody else who's in the bed to humor me, right? So you're going to talk to yourself. This morning, when I walked in and that girl told me that I had a bright smile, it made me feel really good. It really made me feel really good. And I'm choosing to feel those feelings over and over. I'm choosing to have those feelings again because it feels good. And that's where I want to be, in the feel-good place. Done. Make sense? Next one. You go down the line, you tap all of those 5 incidents in. Right? Every day you're going to do this through the end of the semester. Pretty soon you're going to realize that what's going to happen is you're going to start to focus on all of the positive, and when you go to sleep, number 1, your dreams might be a little bit better, and number 2, you're going to wake up with a whole nother outlook in life. Alright? Does that make sense? And that has to do with our 6th chakra. We're bringing it in, we're drawing in the energy. We want to vibrate higher so that we can actually begin to create, right, what we want in our life. Right? And we're using the yoga to release it. The yoga, the asana practice that we use on our mat helps us to release and be open. But then we tap it all in at the end. Right? We got it? Yes? Questions? Okay, good. That's your homework. All right.
You said 1 a day? 1 a day? Until from today till the end of the semester? Or 5 a day?
5 incidents a day. 5. What is that going to make you do? What is that going to make you do? When I ask you for the 5, what's that going to make you do?
Make sure you have those positive,
It's going to start to make you focus on more of the positive, right? It's going to make you look at what happened today that was good. It's going to make you, so the more that you look at that, the more you're going to see that. The more that you see that, the more you're going to find that. The more you find that, and do you see the cycle? Right? Okay. So then one of my students asked me this morning, "Professor, how long do we have to do this?" I said, "For the rest of your life." Right? Because That is how you get out of a funk. If you're in a funk, that's how you get out of a funk, right? Try it. It will get you out of a funk. There's no way it cannot. If you write down 5 things and you go back in your memory of times and you tap it in, pretty soon you're going to feel really good and you're going to be out of your funk, right? Make sense?